What's up guys, it's Andrew here with 765 Disc Review. So today I've got the Discraft Challenger OS. So this is in their base plastic here. So the numbers on this are 2 for the speed, 3 for glide, 0 for turn, and then 3 for fade. So all things considered, I really enjoyed this Discraft base or putter plastic there. I'm not really sure what it is for sure. I want to say it's a putter plastic, but it seems to have just the kind of right amount of give to it and grip. Some of their older putter plastics, I felt like, in my opinion, were a little bit too stiff, a little bit too close to Innova's DX plastic, which for me, I've always felt like was more stiff than I would prefer from a putter. So this definitely, I'm currently putting with the EV7 base, OG base Penrose. So this plastic reminds me quite a bit of the OG base from EV7. So definitely, a good feeling plastic for sure. That was kind of surprising to me. That was a little bit unexpected. So as far as a putting putter goes, I really enjoyed it. So I kind of, since I've been in disc golf, you know, obviously at the start you kind of flirt around with what putters you want. I moved on to Judges pretty quickly, the classic blend Judges, and then I eventually felt that those were maybe a little bit too thin for my hands, so I moved on to the EV7 Penrose. So those are a little bit deeper, I found. This reminds me of like the best runs of EV7 Penroses here, so much so that it's made me kind of consider switching. So some of the more recent EV7 Penroses seem to be a little bit deeper. I can't really figure out why, than some of the earlier runs. So this reminds me kind of those early runs of Penroses. So all things considered, I feel like it's very comfortable for me. It's a beaded putter as well, if I didn't mention that already. So if that's something that, you know, kind of throws you off with putters, maybe something you want to avoid, but if it's something you love, might be worth a try. Inside the circle, I didn't really feel like I noticed the flight numbers. You look at the flight numbers, you think, oh, this is going to be kind of beefy for a putter. I didn't really think it was incredibly overstable, especially inside the circle, which I know a lot of people will say, you know, discs are going to fly, how they're going to fly inside the circle. And whether you've got an overstable or understable disc, it usually doesn't make a huge difference. And I would tend to agree for the most part. But even from kind of out deeper in circle 2, I didn't really think that this was quite as stable as the numbers suggested. So like I said, my frame of reference is the EV7 Penrose here. I would say the flight was really quite comparable to that. As far as off the tee goes, it was definitely a reliable putter. It wasn't going to turn and burn on you for any specific reason here. And same thing goes, I think, as far as the EV7 Penrose. It was definitely reliable, but it wasn't anything that was crazy overstable, especially, you know, 3 fade when I think of a putter there is something that I'm like, I might not love, but I definitely think that it was pretty solid. All things considered, I will say it felt a little deep for me off the tee, as far as I do kind of a modified fan grip of sorts off the tee. So for me, it felt a little bit deep. I actually throw pilots off the tee, so those are a little bit thinner, at least in my opinion. But nonetheless, definitely worth checking out, especially if you like a beaded putter that's kind of that medium depth. It's not really anything crazy deep, but definitely a solid disc, not nearly as overstable as the numbers would suggest, so don't let that scare you away. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the throws. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as well. Thank you again.